Man, what's popping with y'all, man? Welcome to the channel, man. Hopefully everything is solid with y'all, man. And you know what we're gonna get into today is, why do women friend zone men? So what we first got to understand about the friend zone is, the friend zone first is a place a woman puts somebody who she doesn't see any romantic interest in. So usually she'll give you the friend zone. Usually most people get the text, the essay about how you're a great guy, but you're not the guy for her. And you know, there's better options out there for you, but you're really not trying to hear that because that's the woman that you want to be with. Usually most people get friend zoned early on after meeting the woman, because usually you didn't over pursued, or you basically have showed too many weak behaviors, and the woman she gets the sense of that you ain't got your ish together, or that you're just not the right fit for her. She's not turned on by you, so she gives you an offer for the friend zone. So I have a list of things that we can do to prevent from putting ourselves in the friend zone. So let's going to get right into the list. All right, so the first thing is, she doesn't feel a romantic vibe, right? I think for me, this was a killer for me, because you know, when you get with a woman, and if your goal is to be with her in a romantic way, if you're not presenting yourself as romantic, and I'm not saying romantic in the sense of you over here buying her, you buying flowers, you buying her chocolate every day, you trying to kiss on her all the time. That's not what I mean by that. Romantic meaning that you're keeping, you're holding on to your masculinity. You have a good balance of the masculinity and the femininity when needed, because you can't be 100% masculine. You got to know how to balance it. You know what I'm saying? So for a majority of the time, you need to show that you're confident, that you can have a conversation, that you have emotional intelligence, that you're not self-sabotaging, that you can march to the beat of your own drum, you knowing how to lead. The feminine traits for a man come in to where you're not being rude to people, you're being kind, you're being gentle. Those are the traits with femininity that you need to have, because you can't be 100% masculine. That's crazy. That's a freaking robot. You know, because let's face it, right? The better a woman looks, you know what I'm saying? We start turning into, we become softer than our sister. Think about it, like for real. Like a lot of us, we start showing this extra weak behavior around a woman, because that's what a feminine woman does, right? She softens you up, but you can't let that femininity soften you up, because then it becomes a position to where you're not leading as much, you're not being as assertive, you're not as focused with your life. You put all that energy onto her, and now she got to be the one to lead the way. Oh yeah, ain't nothing romantic finna go down, straight up. So the next thing that gets you into the friend zone is, early on, instead of setting a date or ever trying to plan to go out, you just text, emoji, trying to call her all the time. You're trying to do everything but to see her. And if you guys have ever watched Coach Corey Wayne, he always talks about the phone is for setting dates. This is how I used to get myself in trouble. I remember being in college, my early 20s, right after college. I remember a lot of times to where I would get a woman's number, right? And I'm just trying to like text her to get to know her through the text, because I'm feeling like I gotta build myself up before trying to see her. Or I would just text because I didn't know what to take the woman, I didn't know what to do. When you fail to plan to fail. So let me say that again. When you fail to plan to fail. So when you don't know how to lead a woman through the dating situation or having her in a rotation, we don't know how to maintain that naturally in the beginning. To make up for that, to overcompensate, you're gonna try to build yourself up through text and just have a pen pal situation. But these women ain't trying to be on no pen pal situation with a dude they like. They trying to link up and have fun and get to it. So that's one of the biggest things right there. Don't get caught up to when you're getting a woman trying to like text all the time. Like, you text to set the date, and then if she hits you up anytime in between that, you can respond to her, or you know, give her a couple messages. But other than that, you ain't gotta like text a woman to kind of make sure she remembers you, because that's kind of the sense that she gets when you do that. When you're trying to text all the time, you're trying to prove yourself, prove that you're the guy and all these different things. So keep the texting and phone interactions and the FaceTime and all that, keep it to a minimum, because you want to go on dates And then after you go on dates and she gets to know you and y'all hanging out and she likes you, she will start to reach out to you. And then that's when you can text. So the last thing I got is not being in control of your emotions / having a scarcity mindset. So again, we know everything in this world starts with the mental. So what you got to understand is, if you just have this one woman that you find to be this such quality, and the rest of the women in your life are down here, naturally you're going to do more to try to get this woman's attention, and she's gonna pick up on that. So she's gonna wonder in her head, like, dang, he giving me all this and he don't even know me. So she gonna naturally be disrespectful towards you. She doesn't respect that. And that happens for a lot of us men. Or if she's the only woman that you're dealing with and you have one-itis, that's even worse. Both situations are worse. Both situations are one-itis, but when you just have this one woman on a pedestal and you're giving her all these things and she hasn't earned it yet and you haven't vetted her, oh yeah, she losing respect. Because you don't have control over your emotions. See, here's the thing. When I was super duper insecure and when I wasn't embracing my insecurities, for me, the better a woman looked, I would think the quality matched that without vetting her. So naturally, when I'm with her, I don't feel like I'm worthy enough. Like, I feel like, man, why does she want me to hang around her? Why am I at her crib? You know what I'm saying? Like, why, like, does she like me? So you start questioning yourself. And as you're questioning yourself, you know what I'm saying, you're taking yourself out the present moment. And a woman can pick up on that. She can pick up when you're not too sure about yourself, because it's the way you're moving, your behavior, your body language is probably off, your voice tone is probably off. You probably don't speak up for yourself. You probably just agree with everything she says. So again, if it starts all in the mind, it's gonna come off in the body. Like, you gotta feel worthy of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have the mindset of like, okay, I know I'm worthy. Let me see what this woman has to provide to my life to make my life better. When you come from that angle, she's going to try to prove herself to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you, as the leader, you have to lead the way. As the leader, I don't have time to worry about if the woman thinks I'm worthy enough, what she think about me, does she like me? I don't need to worry about any of that. Because if a woman likes you, she will move mountains for you. If a woman likes you, you're not going to even have to question it. Because if she likes you, she's going to be attentive towards you. She's going to be cooperative. She's going to be willing to you know, she's going to do the small things for you. She's going to show up. She's not going to be difficult. She's going to be consistent. So when a woman likes you, you knows. But when a woman doesn't like you, it's the gray area. It's the gray area. She's not trying to be romantic. She's not texting you back. She's giving you maybes. And at the end of the day, if a woman's behavior is not showing you that she likes you, you move on. You don't continue to stay there to try to prove yourself and put her on a pedestal and accept being in the friend zone. That's stupid. Never, ever accept. See, here's the thing. I used to accept the friend zone. So for me, when a woman didn't like me, I would, okay, I accept the whole friend zone text. And guess what? When you try to go in the back door, it never works. It never works. You always want to come in the front door. And the thing is, some of you guys, you need to go through the friend zone. Cause some of y'all like, oh man, I ain't never got a friend. Some of y'all need to go through the friend zone so you can learn from it. Because I can sit here and share this information with you, but a lot of times what you got to understand with women is the subtle things. They can pick up on who you really are. You may be able to hide who you are around your homies, but when you get around a woman exposes all them weaknesses, sir. So again, you don't want to be placed in the friend zone. Yes, you may have to experience it, just like you need to experience getting your heart broken. But at the end of the day, it all starts with your mindset. Because if you don't feel worthy around a woman, it's going to be a ton of problems that come down with that. You know what I'm saying? So again, on my Patreon, I go more into depth on that. So if you're interested, that link is in the description. And with that being said, that's the end of my video for today, guys, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.